So now it's telling my phone that it's overheating, so it can't charge because they know that I'm recording. So yeah, I'm like, dang, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, is Father gonna use me? Because I'm still really angry. So I can admit that, yo, like I'm sick of stuff. So the end result of going to visit my family, that I fully saw that I was like, okay, they made their choice because, like I told you, they was ignoring me. I was there since I stood there. All in all, I went there around say 7:30 or 8, and I stayed to like say 10:30. So I was there for 2 to 3 hours, and I really got to speak, and then I really was heard. Like I said, before my sister friend came, she was just like talking about stuff, which is true, which is okay, cause I don't mind hearing about my sister's life. Like when she want to talk about stuff and we really talking facts, I really didn't mind. So when she was just talking and talking and talking, I just said, I accept this. Like with my friend that I had of a few years, I'm used to that. There's times I used to hang out with her. We hanging out for 4 hours, and guys, when I told you she talked most of the time. Now I actually can talk. That's the thing. I'm a talker too, so I have it in me. I could talk for hours if I wanted to. The fact I hung out with you for 4 hours and you really like certain people, they don't need a recipient, or if you don't like. When her friend came, she literally was listening to her replies. You know how when you having an actual conversation with somebody, it's not like you giving a speech to a crowd, because sometimes when certain people talk to me, it's like they just giving me a speech. Like you're just talking, like I said, to yourself, and you don't really see me. Because when I'm talking to my sister, I give replies, you literally ignoring them and continuing to talk. When I used to do this with my friend, she heard me, and then I talk for 10 minutes and she finds a way to divert it right back to her. And I used to be like, wow. You know how you get certain people that call you, you get anxiety because you know that you're going to be speaking for an hour and it's going to be just listening to them complain about life, or listening to them gossip about people, or listening to them talk about themselves. And they called your phone though. Like I didn't need you in my presence today. You needed me in yours, and you're still in my energy and you think you slick. So I even ask people that I used to ask them, like, so out of all the numbers, and I don't mind being there for people because I've been told I should have been a therapist. I've been told that I should be a counselor, and I'm like, sucker, they nuts. Like, it's not happening. But maybe Father had something for me, and I'm just still spiritually troubled that he's purging things out of me that he said I'm still not ready. I don't know, but I accept that. That's not the point. The point I'm saying is that sometimes people be giving me their whole life that I did not ask for. It could be I met a stranger and we talking about facts, and then they talking their whole life. Now, if I ask them, that's me really trying to really like connect with them. I'm trying to really be in their shoes. But I've always get the ones that just telling me their whole life. And it's not a conversation. It's just me listening to you. So you start to be like, why am I hanging out with this person when all I do is listen while they talk? Like, what's the point? So my sister we already had the uncomfortability, and then the friend came and she's extra petty and extra just too much. And she's trying real hard to ignore me. Can you imagine that? You sitting on a couch next to somebody and the other person's you know how they have the two couches, is the big one and the small one? The one that holds like 3 people to 4, and then the one that holds 2 people. So the friend's on the 2 and me and my sister's on the bigger one. And they're literally talking back and forth. Like, mind you, when I told you my sister was talking to me, it was like, I'm listening. And then when she's talking to her friend, they're talking now. This is a real conversation. And then every time I try to add in, they're not hearing me. So I said, this is cute. I should have been left at her the first freaking half hour, but trying to stick it out. And then they doing weird stuff with the gaslighting, saying certain things, like talking about, say I took a number 2, which I did. I took a number 2 before I went to my sister's house. Some way, somehow they mentioning that, like, oh, well, it's crazy when you have stomach problems. I'm like, y'all cute. And then, which creeped me out, that I was like, should I be alarmed that something's wrong with the food? Because I'm just like, I don't be getting visits like that. I don't get invited for dinner that much. And I eat my sister food all the time because my sister ain't gonna front cook. Like I told her, you need to even sell. But she ain't listening to me. And since I said, let's all come together, I clean, we could do things, have a family business. They ain't rocking with me. So I accepted that ain't never gonna happen. But the final straw I told you is when I see the 2 damn Target bags. So I already see one family member leaving with the Target bag, and then they making that obvious. And I told you that they have mad bags, and this is not just trying to give animosity or petty to them. It's like I try to, in a sense, like I was protecting. I'm like, I don't want to give into facts which kind, but it's like, forget it. Cause y'all really showed it. I allowed y'all to do the little petty things and the gaslighting all the time. But now y'all showing me y'all really don't rock with me. And I'm still gonna rock with y'all. It's just I have to see how I have to move now. It is what it is. So she had the 2 bags. And like I told you, they pulled out the bag, the one for the friend, because one is for me, one is for the friend. They pulled out the bag and both looking at me. And I'm looking at them like, y'all real funny. Because now y'all see me. Because y'all ain't see me the whole damn time I was here when we conversating. But you see me now. And then the few times y'all did let me answer. The few times y'all didn't let me answer, but y'all really wasn't really hearing what I'm saying. Because remember I mentioned the smart house thing? I said smart house. And you didn't know what that was. And you know damn well my sister didn't know. But the friend is like, so it's called smart house? She literally took what I said but did not respond to me like an adult would, or just like a person that just supposed to have respect for another human, and went right back to my sister. And then my sister, though she is involved, she's still like, you being extra and you doing. She said, but didn't you see? She like, but my sister's the one that said it. She literally said that, and she said, ask her. So, and then even then, she still didn't want to ask me. I was like, and usually she say bye to me. She did not say bye this time. I said, oh, they heavy. And then there was a second bag. And like I told you, I will burn that bag to the crisp with my lighter before I ever put that on my precious body. Now, when I grabbed it, I did. And I was like, and then this is for you that be like, okay, that don't think it's spiritual or don't think God is protecting you sometimes or whatever in a sense. You would say, okay, it was him, right? You would be like, oh, you keep saying it's God, but the only reason why it leaked because it had ham and the juice came out, which is true. It was the ham that's leaking. But maybe Father didn't want that to happen. He didn't want the plan to fully prosper. Or even if it was a mistake, Father said it could be Satan instead of trap and he could use it for good. So you trying to play me, I'm fully the target. I'm the target. So it's not like, okay, you giving it to another perp and you like, here, you got to use this if you want to be a participant. You trying to play me and you really violating my value as a human that you going to give me the bag, the target, the actual target, you giving me the bag. You must be out your damn mind if you thought I was going to wear that outside. I told y'all, I don't care how much they do to me. I'm not going to move. Like now, yeah, when we record them, people will say you doing the same thing. Nick, people are disappearing. People are killing themselves. I do accept that you have to record. No, guys, I said don't let it consume your life because it does consume our lives. Even when we trying to go out and have a good time, and then we cutting into our time to record these doofwads and dickwads, that's the same thing. It's like you give them your time. They came to try to ruin your day, and you participated in it. Yeah, maybe you was able to go on your day, but now they have affected it, guided into your rim, your personal space of existence, and vice versa. So that's all I'm saying. That they get in our energy in a sense of that. So no, I have it's so much stuff that I could record. It like I said, the real ones we would say it's 24/7 that we damn near the whole day. Some way, somehow, whether it's through noise, whether it's through them attacking us through machine, them trying to get us in our sleep, them bothering us when we go outside, us going through the gaslighting all the time. We get perverts, like, yeah, you're right. People do bend over, people do stuff, people trying to bump us. And then when we get aggressive, now they feel they really have a right to get aggressive. So yeah, they bring out the real crazies out there, not even trying to front. They bringing out the real predators that had an issue already, that love destroying people. So they say, you're the perfect candidate. And they bringing those kind of people around us. So believe me, I know, guys. I know. Even with the animosity on my way coming to my sister, they using the gaslight talking about me, saying certain things like they saying, oh, you think you tough and saying these kind of things. And there's always people in a group that's just be saying mad stuff to you. Like Not even saying that they not about that life, but you extra, because you in a group and it's like 5 of y'all on me. Speaking with that, think of 5 people having a real high hate for you, and you can feel it in your body because they that mad, and then they saying you're mad, and it's like, I'm just a projection, so don't fool yourself, buddy. But okay, sure, because we just a projection. We're the mirror or the sponge. The days when they got animosity because we coming with the facts and the truth, I'm the mirror, and you bothered. You worrying about me so damn much, but you should worry about yourself. When we the sponges today, they did get to affect us. That's why a lot of people are dying off of the from actual animosity. People are dying from just spiritual death. People sending stuff towards you, all that hate and envy and jealousy and all that stuff they sending. And yeah, and then with the machine. And then with the machine. So they said they killing you in so many different ways, not just with a machine, but spiritually they trying to kill you too. So I get it. Let's believe. Please believe it. So I was not taking that bag. I said I would be damned. I would rather just die for what I stand for before I let you try to play me. So even when I took that bag, it was going in the incinerator, or like I said, I would have just burned it. I would have burned the damn bag, shredded up. That would be, if I had a campfire, that's what I'm using. You know how they have tinder to keep the fire going? I would throw the damn bag in there, and that's the tinder. That's how much I'm like, you can't play me like that. But the fact that she made the choice and she showed me what choice she made, I said, okay, noted. I respect it. And the other one, you made the choice, and I've seen it many times through dreams and through this, through understanding. And I said, I choose to, that I love them enough that they my family, but I respect what Father said a long time ago too, that I know what's coming, and it is what it is. So just know what I went through, guys, that I tried to be open-minded with family, and then she pulled out the bag. I said, oh, shit. No, she didn't. But I was, it's funny. As I'm dealing with this, I said, I'm not alone. And I'm much stronger than I think. And it's fine. It's all good. Thank you. Thank you. You showing me. Yeah.